Hi there, welcome to the Golf Shack here at Moor Allerton Golf Club in Leeds. The sun's out for once, it's a lovely day, so it's time to do a little bit of testing. Up today we've got the Srixon Z565 and Z765 drivers. These are, a lot of talk about these drivers, really a bit of buzz around these. People saying these are the best drivers that Srixon have ever done. We've been trying to get our hands on them. I know a lot of you have commented on our YouTube channel saying you wanted to see how they stacked up with all the other drivers that we've tested. We've got them here today, we've got both drivers. One's a slightly more compact, maybe say better player head, that's the 765, and the 565, more like an all-ability club. We've got our anonymous big hitter here today to do the hitting, as always. Let's get him up and see how he gets on. Okay, so first up, we have got the Srixon Z565 driver. As I say, this driver is a slightly larger appearance, slightly larger footprint, so it's going to give you your mid to high handicappers a little bit more confidence behind the ball. Slight offset on there as well, bit of draw bias, so it'll be interesting to see which of the two our anonymous big hitter gets on best with. Decent start there. So yeah, a little bit about the technology that Srixon have put into these drivers. They say they've increased the sweet spot a little bit from their previous range. They say that they've got a little bit more flex off the face, using something what they call the ripple effect. What the hell is that? It's basically just some technology on the sole, which is just allowing it to, the sole to flex and just, improve that ball speed, just get a little bit more ping off that face. That was a lovely shot. So we've seen quite a high ball flight on these so far. Nice look at address on these drivers. They're quite a classical sort of looking head shape, just a pure black crown, no alignment aids or anything like that. So that's another thing to me that says these drivers are aimed more at your better players. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so just in terms of like the weight placement as well with both drivers, if you look at the sole, they both seem to be more like a weight back driver. You think normally for better player clubs that weight's going to be put forward to be lower spinning. So I think that that weight back, Srixon say they want these drivers to launch quite nice and easily, nice and high. So they're not, weight forward, low spin, low launch type drivers. So I think that despite being better player clubs, they've probably got a fair amount of forgiveness in there as well, just for that weight being quite far back. But yeah, just looks of these drivers really, really stunning. Loads of shelf appeal, really nice looking head covers, and there's a really classical look at address. And I think that silver face with the black crown just sort of presents the loft quite nicely as well, makes them look quite friendly to hit. Okay, so now we've got the Srixon Z765 driver, like I say, slightly more compact look at address, slightly smaller footprint. Nice. I think we're going to probably more likely to see your tour players like a Shane Lowry, for example, using this driver. A little bit on the sound, I'd say it seems like a fairly harsh sound. It's not a particularly sweet sound, but again, something like sound on a driver, it's so personal to the player. I don't think there's one sound that's the right sound. It's just up to the player what they like. For me, it does sound a little bit on the harsh side. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Yeah, 284 carry. I think that's the best one of the day so far. Let's just have one more and then we'll go back and look at some of the numbers. Okay, let's get some of that data up and see how those two drivers have performed. Okay, so we've had a good hit there with the Z565 and 765. Yeah, see which one was working best for our anonymous big hitter. My initial impressions were that the Z765 was working a little bit better. The flight seemed to be launching a little bit lower. Looking at the numbers, there's really not a great deal between the two there. I mean, numbers that are always important to look at here when you're doing driver tests are things like spin rate. I think the spin rate was generally quite good with the 565 averaging at 2.7. That's not too bad at all. But we've got carry there averaging at 2.68. going over to the 765, we've got a spin which has gone a little bit too high actually for our anonymous big hitter. We've got a couple there over 4,000, averaging at 3.3, but we've still got more carry, which we've got 272. It just seemed to maybe just be a little bit of a stronger ball flight, a little bit lower, more penetrating flight there with that 765. So I'd definitely be leaning towards that club for our anonymous big hitter. I think these are not custom fit for our guy. I think with a good fitting with the Z765, I think we could get some really good numbers out there. There's some really good shots in there too. Look at that ball speed 163, carry 284, total 310. You know, who's not going to be happy with that? I think that's fine. But we're just seeing quite a lot of variation there. You know, from shot to shot, which really is probably just from these clubs not being properly dialed in for him. Quite actually surprising to see, like I mentioned there in the video, that spin rate getting high. You do normally expect with these sort of better player drivers for that weight to be forward and that spin to come down. But you can just see from the sole that weight's there at the back, so that is going to increase that spin. It is going to help players maybe get the ball in the air. So it's not really a stereotypical better players club, but it definitely out of the two, the 765 was working better for our anonymous big hitter there. You can see there really just by the ball speed, carry, and total numbers. Dispersion of the two, you can see there, it's both fairly tight. It's not missing any fairways with either. Like I say, bit of a custom fitting session. I think we could probably increase that ball speed up to more like we've seen from some of our other drivers, like 167, 168 miles an hour ball speed. But yeah, look fantastic. You know, they've got bags of shelf appeal. You know, I do think Srixon are making nice drivers. I do think they excel with their irons more than with their woods. You know, check out some of their irons. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They are making some nice woods, but probably not seeing the same numbers that we've seen with the Callaways and the TaylorMade. But you know, you let us know what you think about them, if you've used them out on the course, or if you've just been hitting them on Trackman and want to ask us any questions about them. We'll do our best to answer them. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed those videos. These videos are shot down at Moor Allerton Golf Club. It's a beautiful 27-hole golf course here in Yorkshire. If you want to come and join us in the shack, come down. We can do lessons, we can do custom fitting. We've also got a lovely shop here, professional shop with lots of quality stock. If you can't get here, have a look on our website, jwgolf.co.uk. Lots of stock available on there. Or if you've got any questions and you want to just drop me an email, my email address is james@jwgolf.co.uk.